I just finished reading something that legitimately made me cry. It was a research medical study, and it was the first comprehensive medical research study focused on patients and their experience managing Perianal Crohn's fistulas, which is the complication of the disease that I have. There's nothing that I've read that's been more validating to me in my experience than this. I want to share some of the patient quotes from the study just to give you some insight into why it landed so hard. All right, so it affects everything. What I wear, what I do, my marriage, everything. I haven't had a day without pain in nearly 4 years. And I can relate to that on an incredible level. It makes me feel hopeless because there's no hope of it getting fixed ever. It just kind of shows you how exhausted people are managing this, because you do get to a point where it feels a little hopeless because you're trying this and then you have to give it time to work. And over that time, you're still struggling. And then you come to the finding that it doesn't work. And then you have to rinse and repeat on the next thing. It's just this long cycle of trying to figure out what's going to work and what's going to alleviate some of the pain that we're having to manage. And not just the pain, but the really heavy fatigue, which is maybe the more annoying thing to me. This disease is a little isolating because it's a tough one to talk about. I've got wires going through my butt. It's uncomfortable, especially when I meet new people. It makes you feel different. It makes you feel a little weird. Like, how am I going to explain this to somebody? I still don't know really how to explain it. I just try to be honest and do it. But I'm also always finding myself of, I wonder what they're thinking about this. I wonder if they think this is weird and gross. And the ostomy on top of that is another layer. So there's a lot of layers of trying to be okay with your body, regardless of what somebody else thinks. Easier said than done. Everybody says, why are we so worried about what other people think? Yeah, but give me whatever it is. Give me that pill that makes me not care. I don't want to care. When you are dealing with this, you wonder if you're the only one dealing with it to this extent. Or are other people with Crohn's just stronger? But it was just very validating to know that I'm not the only one struggling to the extent that I'm struggling. Most people that are dealing with this are managing in silence. They're working, they're parenting. What my goal here is just to bring a little insight by sharing some of the findings from the research study, because it's not visible. And my goal with the content here is to just make it more visible.